a normal... I had to give you guys like a normal... Why do I feel so weird about being in front of a camera right now? You guys have me nervous and blushing. Aww. Oh God. I had to give you guys like a normal intro because I feel like I haven't done it in a long time, and some of you guys were commenting that you guys couldn't keep up with my good singing and it made you sad and click off the video. Then you guys had to go to your therapy appointment. So I decided to dial it back so you can go back to it and re-sing. You don't have to worry about me doing anything really, really powerful or really cute. Do you guys notice anything? Other than the new stuff I put up on the walls, what else do you notice? Fatty merch! Yeah! And what else did I get? Fuck. If you could turn, don't let it burn. While we're holding her hand, it's not the way to stand. We're like fire and rain. You can drive me insane, but I can't stay mad at you for anything. As you can tell, the merch is out. She's cute. She's 100% cotton. Working with the merch labs for this was very fast. It was very quick, and the merch came out so fucking good. They overnighted this to me to sign off on it to make sure that it looked really good. It's so fucking cute. It is very high quality. I was fighting for cheaper prices for you guys so they're affordable. So the heavyweight tees that I'm wearing, which are really, I'm like out of breath from performing. These heavyweight tees are only $30, and it's still kind of a lot of money for one t-shirt, but it's also 100% cotton, so it's not gonna be like breaking your bank account, hopefully. And the non-heavyweight are $25. I only have 2 color options. It only goes up to size 3XL. I want bigger sizes. I want way more color options. I want shot glasses. I want so much shit. But I can't do that until I can prove to them that like I can get sales or like people care about my merch. And I've already had, by posting my stories, 121 sales, which it blows the fuck out of my mind. And I love you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me. And I feel like I say that every time. Like, am I being fake? But it's true. Like, you guys... Like, it baffles me that people care so much to spend their, especially spend their money on me. But even just showing up and watching a video or leaving a comment, like sometimes I feel like I don't deserve it. Like, it's just so overwhelming, and I feel so grateful, and you guys mean the world to me. And I wanted to give you guys merch that you guys can wear, and I want it to be like not like too tacky or too like merchy. So far, it only comes in this color and this color. So this is the Stephanie merch. She signed her name at the bottom. It looks like a little mug shot because she's bad as fuck. She's not getting any of the commission because I have no idea what kind of bomb she'd be making with the money, but she'd be cooking up something. So she's not getting any of the profits, just so you know. And then the Fatty merch, which is supposed to be like a Y2K kind of look to it. These are oversized, so I had a few people saying they were 4X or 5X. This 3X, normally when I wear 3X, it's a little bit, like teeny bit oversized on me, sometimes even fitted. This is really big, and this is a 3X. I'm gonna show you guys a little life hack. I mean, fat people probably already understand this. If you literally go like this, it'll stay this size, and this is fucking huge. This is a 2X, and I just stretch it to like a fucking 5X. So if you don't fit the 3X, I want to come out with more sizes, but I'm showing you that they do stretch and they do stay the size that you stretch them to. If you want like an oversized, or if you're just like big and huge and you need a bigger size, it's that simple. The link will be in my bio. There's more to come. Purchase it if you have the money to. Do not purchase it if you don't have the funds to do it, because that'll make me feel really shitty. If you don't, it's completely okay. I love you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy the merch, and there's more to come. I want a shot glass that just says Fatty, and then on the other side it says Fatty, and then when you look at the bottom of the shot glass, it'll probably be like a shooter. You look at the bottom, it's like a clock. That would be cute as fuck. And that's this kind of stuff I want in the future, but we have to wait to see if the sales come in. I'm out of breath. As you can tell by the title, today we're gonna be doing drunk makeup while I read I Have an Insane Fetish, or I don't know how I'm gonna word it, fetish stories. I wanna give a disclaimer. I know the fetish community is powerful. They're like a hungry lion waiting for a lamb to chirp in their ear and say, this fetish is weird, this is gross, this is crazy. I too have fetishes. I too like weird shit. I too should be able to hear your fetish and be like, oh my God, that's crazy. I'm not shaming anyone for these fetishes unless they're like absolutely diabolical. I don't want the fetish community to come after me because we're all, at the end of the day, we're all human. We all like weird shit, and in the bedroom, it gets real freaky. I just thought we'd listen to some crazy ones, maybe some ones that we also agree with, and ones that we possibly give us ideas to try out in bed as well. But I have a feeling that some of these we are going to be staying far away from, but we'll see when we read the stories. Another thing to know. I'm starting to put my vodka in this decanter that I got at the store. I saw her at the store. My fiance was like, that would be so cute to put your vodka in. He was like, you're probably gonna get shit on by people that drink whiskey because you're supposed to put like whiskey in this. Don't get it twisted though. This is Tito's, for anyone wondering. Because I've been wanting to get a sponsorship from those hoes since the dawn of time. So just because there's no branding, I'll let you know firsthand, this is Tito's. Tito's is the only vodka that I drink.
Sponsor me or else.
For the makeup look today, I kind of want to match this. I want to kind of do a silver and brown. I know for all the fucking haters on the last video said, you've done a brown and yellow look before. I don't recall, so I think you're a fucking liar. But what you can't say is I've done a silver and brown look. You're stinky, you're a hog, and you're disgusting and no one loves you. I'm so sorry. I also just had to order a CPAP machine because I stopped breathing at night when I'm snoring, which is a new thing for me. So if I'm in a bad mood, it's because I'm a CPAPper. And I'm gonna look so big, I'm gonna look like a stupid monkey. I used to have a kind of like a humidifier CPAP machine when I was little because I had asthma. Every night I had to wear it on my face either before bed or while I was sleeping. And my sister took this picture of me on her flip phone and was laughing at me and pointing at me, calling me Jason Voorhees and calling me a monkey. So when I say I look like a stupid fucking monkey, that's what I feel in my heart. Like that's what I look like. I'm so embarrassed that I have to use a CPAP. I don't know, I think there's a weird stigma against overweight people having to use a CPAP. No shade against other people that wear CPAPs, but I just feel insecure about it. I've been looking up Reddit reviews of like people that also are overweight and just like also have snoring problems, and they're all saying like it changed their life. I'm really not trying to make fun of people with CPAP, just so you know. I was just trying to be funny. Everyone's saying that it changed their life and it costs so much fucking money, and I don't have health insurance, so like I hope that it does change my life. Like I'm so tired of waking up, even after getting 8-9 hours of sleep, and just feeling so tired throughout the day, or just waking up randomly in the middle of the night, or waking up my fiance from snoring. Like this CPAP better change my life, or the company will hear from it. CPAP strong. It's time for a what? It's time for me to get a job. It's time for a fatty shot o'clock. Really? I also drank last night thinking I was going to film YouTube, and I was so not in the mood, and I didn't feel funny or entertaining or beautiful. So, I don't have a 7-Up in here. Oh, did you? Oh! I was trying to sound catty and bratty to see if he'd be like, don't talk to me like that, but he just said, oh, it's next to you on the ground, and then I felt really fucking bad, so I'm gonna fucking kiss him and suck him off when I get off of this, so. That made me feel so bad. He's like, oh, it's on the ground. Can I not just be bitchy for 1 second without feeling fucking bad about it? Like, fuck. I drank last night thinking I was gonna film. I didn't film, but I got drunk, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to, why is the 7-Up so full that it's... At this point, 7-Up just tastes like alcohol to me, so like that's so gross. I don't even remember what I was saying. Let's take this. Oh, that's really bad. Whoa! Frightening, very, very frightening me, Galileo. I was so depressed like 30 minutes ago, and then I get on camera and like I feel like a fake bitch. But all of a sudden I have so much energy, so like I'm not being fake. It's how I feel, and this is my truth. And y'all solved it for me. You cured me. And now I feel pretty, I feel gorgeous. Gluttonous. Also, do you guys like the zoomed out camera lens more? I feel like this shows off the room more and makes me look more like petite. This is posted in the True Off My Chest on a throwaway account 917 244 days ago. So this person's still a freak to this day. Like they're still freaky. I have a weird, disturbing fetish, and the shame and guilt are eating me alive. Okay, this is making me feel kind of bad. 19 female. I honestly feel sick even writing this out, but the shame is absolutely destroying me, and I need to not only let it out, but also kind of put it into words to make sense of it in my own head. How bad is it? This feels like a confession of my sins. I am deeply sorry if anyone feels offended or disgusted by what I'm about to write. For the new viewers joining, I do not pre-read stories. I say this almost every video. I do not pre-read stories, so I don't know what's going on here. It sounds like she's very scared about what's going on. It started when I was really young, I think way before puberty, when some sort of whatever reason that I honestly don't even know, I fantasized about fictional characters for myself being injured or disabled. Like, you just thought of them like, what if they did this? Or were you like, oh my God, I hope he loses his leg. I also liked it when there were scenes of characters in shows being injured or on crutches or wheelchairs. Later, when I reached puberty and started discovering my sexuality, at some point I realized that the funny feeling I sometimes got in the situations mentioned above that I always mistook as wanting to pee, but it was actually arousal. That's when it turned into a fetish. I started pleasuring myself to pictures or videos. At one point it hit me how creepy it was, so I switched to fetish art of people in wheelchairs, amputees, and later mostly fantasies about myself being in such situations. What? Okay. This is a weird subject to try to talk about because, like, I don't want to be offensive to her fetish or, like, to people that are amputees, because I'm guessing, because what I could say is, like, that means that she would be a person willing to be with someone that was an amputee and finds it beautiful or arousing. But then it's like, I don't think people that have disabilities or injuries would want to be fetishized. So then it's like a weird back and forth in my head of like, is this fucked up? It's not her fault that she has this fetish. I'm already like feeling like I need another shot, but I'll wait. The worst part is that those fantasies were completely non-sexual in nature, just going on about my life being disabled. It turned into an addiction in some way. The fantasies started getting progressively weirder and more disturbing just to keep the excitement going. And no matter how much guilt and shame I felt about it after I was done, I kept coming back to it. I feel sick and disgusted with myself and just thinking about it. Quite recently, the sexual interest was kind of waned. Partly because I got interested in other things. Partly because I didn't want to masturbate to something so messed up anymore. And it became easier when there appeared to be things that got me going. Although unfortunately the arousal is still there sometimes, it just makes me feel anxious and grossed out with myself. And it doesn't create desire to masturbate. I also still find some weird, but not sexual in the slightest pleasure in some fantasies or fanfiction about a character being disabled. Mostly, but not only, when there's elements of a romantic partner taking care of them or supporting them. What's the weirdest thing about me is that it has always been almost solely a fantasy in private kind of thing and didn't really translate into real life. Although there is some of me that probably would find that enticing about a person, I never wished to hook up or be in a relationship with a disabled person particularly. My crushes in romantic relationships were able-bodied, and I hope that if I were to be attracted to someone who was disabled, it would be because of who they are as a person and not my type looks-wise, not because they are disabled. Okay, I'm glad that she understands that it's really fucked up, and I'm guessing something happened in her childhood. I'm not even gonna blame it on that. Sometimes it just fucking happens. She needs to seek help. Finding things sexual and enticing about someone being injured or disabled doesn't really sound too normal to me, but maybe I could be wrong. Maybe that's like a fantasy a lot of people have and keep it like it a secret. She also did say that she's kind of waned away from it because she knows that it's wrong, which is good. And she also said that she hopes that if she finds a partner that it's not going to be like, oh my God, you're missing your foot? Like, I'm gonna suck on you. You know what I mean? I have never heard of a fetish like that before in my life. All right, I'm finished with the base. It's looking really cute on this side. And then we're not gonna talk about it. Actually, I know I'm usually like saying something and you guys feel the need or you feel like powerful and empowered enough to be like, oh my God, I'm gonna comment what he should do. Just don't do it this video. I understand. If you did this, if you worked in circular motions, go fuck you. This moment, we're gonna turn off the comments when it comes to my makeup. Just call me beautiful, call me pretty, call me like petite, because I know that this isn't looking too right, but the eye look is what kind of elevates her to a new kind of monster. So put your paws up in the comments. Put a little paw up if you're working in solidarity with leaving me the fuck alone. I need another fatty. I'm feeling so hot and warm. Like, we literally turned the AC up. I had the fan on. It rained today. It's cold outside. And yet the moment that I set my fat ass into this chair, it's humid, it's warm. How is it humid and warm and dry at the same time in the same room? Am I creating my own fucking atmosphere? Or is it because this room is so hot and like beautiful that it just like warms it up. I don't know. Like, this room looks kind of inviting. Like, you just want to hang out in here and, like, talk shit about someone that deserves it. And I'm talking about you. Fatty shot o'clock. I almost wiped my hands off on the Stephanie white t-shirt. If you get it, like, don't. Actually, if you do get the shirt, feel free to do that, because she's bad as fuck. Let's get to the next freaky person. This is in the Off My Chest group, Throwaway 666. So there's something demonic going on in this story. 6 years ago. They created this throwaway account just for this. So how bad can it be? I am an 18-year-old female. I have known about this kink since I was super young, like around 7 or 8. It's super specific and really embarrassing. I'm crying as I write this now. I don't know why I have it. I've tried to repress it in the past. It doesn't go away. Basically, it's along the lines of vor and stomachs in general. What does vor mean?
Vor means in names of members of groups corresponding to adjectives ending in vorous, such as detritivore corresponding to detritivorous.
Oh, thank you so much, Siri. Because if I don't know...
Sure thing.
Fuck you! I don't know what vor mean. Why would I know what vorous means? Because Siri doesn't know what day it is. I get really turned on by burping. Okay, there we go. Stomach noises and a little bit of pudge my boyfriend has. It's super disgusting and fucked up, and I hate myself for it. I'm just gonna say this. This story isn't even that long. I think it's kind of hot too. And I'm not saying it like if my fiance burps, I'm gonna start riding on it. I mean it in the kind of way of maybe like, I think it's like manly. Like when my husband like scratches himself down there, if he burps or farts, like I think that's hot. I don't think it's gross at all. Vomit is a little bit different. Did she say vomit? I'm guessing she likes vomit. That's a different story. I don't think that's hot. A man being a manly man, like not caring what's going on, like if he just like lifted up and farted and said, smell that, I think that's really fucking hot. Maybe it's more than just like, oh, that's manly, like it's hot. Maybe I do think that's like really hot. So like I get you. And also, like on a serious note, like I'm not even trying to be funny, being able to be vulnerable by like farting, passing gas, vomiting, being able to gain weight, and your partner finding that attractive or potentially being turned on by it is kind of really sweet. But I can also see the other point of like him doing that and then seeing her getting turned on and being like, that makes me feel uncomfortable. So like I see both sides of the spectrum, but I completely agree. I think that's hot too, queen. I love fawning over my boyfriend when he's sick or overeats. Oh, okay, this is getting different. The amount of times he'll burp in front of me and apologize because he doesn't want to be gross, and in the back of my head, I just want to fuck him. It drives me insane. I could go on about these little things that affect me, and I have no choice but to push it down. It's like an itch that I can't ever scratch. He always says he wants to do whatever he can to please me, and that gives me a little bit of hope, but I can never tell him because I'm so ashamed. Thinking about how anyone would react terrifies me. What would he even say to that? I don't think I want to know. I guess it is what it is. I've never told a soul about this, and I still go back and forth if it's something I'll carry to the grave or not. I only have one life to live, and while I would never be very open about it, maybe it's something I should bring up to the person I love. Any advice would be greatly appreciated. YOLO. I would tell him. I mean, he already does it. I mean, it's not like he excuses himself to go fart. He just does it and says sorry. I think most men wouldn't really care and maybe would be into it. I don't know if he would like purposely try to burp like in bed for you. He said he'd do anything to please you. So it sounds like you got the right kind of man. Anytime something ails you or makes you feel upset or something that you could do better in your sexual life, I think that's always something you should bring up to your partner 24/7. I know it could be a little bit embarrassing for you, so you have your hesitations towards it. But like you said, you only have one life, YOLO. It could bring you guys closer, and if he's really not into it or makes him feel uncomfortable, I guess you could try to seek help or just find other me. You can always just like seek help if you want. Or maybe he'll be really into it and he'll be throwing up in your mouth by the morning. So I'm gonna get started on the eyes. I'm actually, now that I'm thinking about it, kind of scared for doing a brown and silver because I don't even know if brown goes with silver, but like my shirt is giving that. Also, if you're like the first person to buy the merch when it's like in its beginning stages, you could say that you were an OG fatty merch holder. I finished with the eye look. Other than the eyelashes and the eyebrows, which are going to elevate it even more. Are you fucking kidding me? Honestly, I'm going to be for real. It does look more blue than it does silver because I used, for people wanting to know what palette I'm using the Twilight palette. These colors are really pretty. The coverage is really good and it doesn't really spot that much and it's really easy to blend. I tried using this like grayish color right here and it ended up being more blue in my eye. I love it, but I was actually looking for more silver, but I added silver specks on it. I don't even know if you can tell, to be honest. This has got to be one of the best makeup looks I've done. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, really sorry. I found the next story. The title alone already kind of makes me really interested in it, but I needed something to calm my nerves. Something to, I guess, make me feel better about looking so pretty right now, because I feel like I'm like showing off. And I think the only way that I'll feel like better about it is if I take a what? Side fetish on my cloth. This just like makes it an event. Like it makes it like cute. It makes me feel like I'm posh. Like I'm just like in my mansion home. Like this is one of my 32 rooms in my house and I just created like a YouTube room out of it. I just like film YouTube for fun because I don't need the money. Like I'm just doing it like because I'm retired. Okay, maybe I'm feeling like more drunk than I thought I was. Because I had In-N-Out earlier and the fries were actually raw. They tasted like someone just dug the potato out of the ground, wiped it off, barely, chopped it up and threw it right into my bag. I ate one of the fries, like the whole thing, obviously, because I was hungry. Didn't finish the other one because I get two. And then I finished my first burger, the lettuce. I get extra lettuce. The lettuce was white. The lettuce was white. It wasn't okay at all. So, just take my shot. I'm fine. Okay. Let's just get to the story. Let's talk about something else. This is in the Off My Chest group, again. Throwaway wet nail, 1 year ago. This strange fetish creeped me out. So reading that title, I don't know if like their own fetish is creeping them out or like their partner's fetish is creeping them out, but we're about to fucking find out. How about that? Fuck you. Throwaway account for obvious reasoning. I have been a call girl for the last 4 years outside of Las Vegas at one of the state's legal brothels. Wait, what? Okay. Sex work is real work, but that sounds dangerous. At a brothel? Okay. In this 4 years, I've seen every single thing you could ever imagine, plus so much more. Imagine the stories you can get from a sex worker that works at a brothel. Like, those stories I would like sit crisscross like a 4-year-old kid, take shots like a grown big man, and just listen to you all night, tell me all your stories. Like, I need a friend that like works in a brothel, but I like hope you're like mentally okay. It's nothing that really bothers me since I've done it for this amount of time. Late last night, we had a very clean-cut, wealthy-looking man come in, and he took a liking to me. This type of man isn't unusual and honestly one of our most common types of people who visit us. Because these rich people have so much fucking money that they don't know what to do with it, that like at this point, like money doesn't really buy you anything. That's why the people in our government are eating children. Because when you get so fucking wealthy, and what if this video gets taken down because of this? When you get to a certain amount of wealth, I feel like everything bores you and you need to do weird shit. Before officially going into the room together, we discussed pricing and what he was expecting. This is mandatory for us to do general safety reasons and also to make sure that they have clear expectations on the pricing and the time. Before going in, he simply said, I'm fine with whatever price, but I'll pay for 3 hours, and if it's below that, just take whatever's left as a tip. Okay, our pricing is about $17,000 every 30 minutes. That's what I would tell him, since you don't care about price. I expect costs and basics with him, and he let me know that he enjoys just being watched. No biggie. Okay, pull it out. Actually, that'd be like my favorite customer. Like, I don't have to do anything to you. I just have to watch you be weird. Okay, fine. When we got into the room, he took an iPad out of his the iPad kid. Okay, I don't think that's what an iPad kid means, but out of his backpack and started to strip down naked. He requested I sit down at the chair by the bed, fully clothed, and just watch him. Again, no biggie. This is pretty common weekly request and one of the easiest from our perspective since we don't have to do much. He begins to slowly masturbate while I watch. For 3 hours though? Like, you had to watch him masturbate for 3 hours? Is his penis not like raw at this point? Mine would hurt after that long. On the iPad, he starts to play the movie Ghost with Patrick Swayze. That was my first in my career, but a kink is a kink, and there's plenty of stranger. What's the difference between a kink and a fetish? There's plenty of stranger ones in this, so I get it. By the time the very first scene is over, he is rock hard and enjoying himself. Okay, he really fucked with this movie. I actually don't know what movie this is, so I'm getting a temperature warning. Fuck you. All right, I'm back. I turned the fan on. I let the camera be bitchy for a second. Let's continue with this fucking freak out story. He is going extremely slow, which does make sense to me since he did pay for 3 hours. After around 10 minutes, it's obvious that this was going to be the easiest pay all week since he only enjoyed me being with him and not having to participate whatsoever. So I started to simply watch the movie while he enjoyed himself. As the movie continued on, so did he. Same pace and speed, until it reached the famous scene where the ghost of Swayze wraps his arms around Demi while doing pottery. Okay, I feel like we need to watch this scene, because I've never seen this movie, and I need to know what this scene is. Okay. What do you mean the famous scene? A guy wrapping his arms around Demi while they're fucking... Does he have a pottery kink? Because for some reason I thought he was gonna have like a weird kink where like she gets like hurt or like a ghost jump scares her or like something weird happens, but it's literally just him holding her from the back while they stroke on wet clay. So don't be surprised, Queen, if the next time he comes in, he brings, instead of an iPad with him, he brings a pottery machine and you guys have to reenact that scene. Swayze wraps his arm around Demi while doing pottery. He begins to rapidly go quicker and harder at his pace, while shaking all around at how violently he is attacking himself while masturbating. He began to and started screaming so loudly in pleasure. By the time the scene was over, he was already putting his pants back on. He simply and softly just says, "Thanks, you're great," and left after a basic conversation only a few minutes later. You're weird. And I don't know what exactly about the scene did that for you and why you need someone to watch you do it. I'm guessing he has like a black Amex card or like one of those like gold ones or something, because only weird people that have like very specific shit like this like have money. After hundreds of clients and years on the job, this is the one I haven't been able to stop thinking about. It was so basic, but yet so beyond strange at how specific the kink was. Again, I've had plenty of weird requests, more times than I can ever count, but those were all objectively pretty common in the world of kinks. This one was just so different, and I had so many questions afterwards. He was a nice guy though. This makes me want to like try out stuff, because like what if I'm like missing out on something like really crazy? Like what if there's like a weird scene out there that like makes me like really horny and I just don't even know it? Here it is. This, probably the best eyebrows I've ever done, probably the best eyelashes I've ever put on, and probably the biggest I've ever... I don't know, when I get excited, I like pounding on my chest. Sue me, maybe that's my fetish. Maybe I should start doing that. I wonder if my fiance would be like pissed off. Like I'm like writing it, I'm like... Like this is so gorgeous. You guys keep shitting on my lips. Like I need to know, I'm gonna have to like really play around with the lips, because y'all are saying like the lips are too brown, they're too ugly, you wanna kill me in my sleep, like things like that. So I don't know, like leave me alone. Just shut the fuck up, we're getting drunk. Fatty shot o'clock. Found the last story. This is posted in the Confessions group by Chocolatey Pringle 4 years ago. I wonder what like a chocolate Pringle would taste like. I feel like that'd be good as fuck. But like thinking about even like a normal chip with chocolate doesn't sound right, but I'm just picturing like a crunchy Pringle chip covered in like hardened chocolate. So crunch. This isn't the time to be talking about food when there's some weird shit going on. I am a 50-year-old woman with a weird fetish that I have never told a single soul about. Okay, a 50-year-old queen with a fetish. Okay, I fuck with it. It's not necessarily sexual, although it can be, now mind you. But it does give me a huge thrill and often turns me on a bit. Okay, well then that's a fetish. What I like to do is go into a business. Wait, what? This is already sounding crazy. Okay, maybe a cafe or a doctor's office or a dentist and ask to use the toilet. I like to imagine that they'll assume I just need to quickly pee. And then they'll suddenly realize when I've been in there for too long that I actually need to go poo. And it's this thing that gives me a kink. I don't actually need one. Most of the time, I just want them to think that I do. This is like giving like someone who wants to be bad and crazy. And it's like, I mean, I've done something bad before. And you're like, what? I say fuck. queen. But she gets off on this. I'm like, I sneak into businesses and then I ask for the key. And then when I go to the bathroom, they assume like no one's going to go poop in public, or sorry, poo. And then I'm gone for a long time and then I don't actually go poo, but they think I did. And now I'm going to go home and play with my hole. I like to stay in there for as long as I possibly can to give the impression that I've been caught short by the need for a really desperate poo. Like, what the fuck is this? The longer the better. I can usually manage about 15 minutes, although sometimes I do freak out a bit and emerge a bit sooner, but emerge? I'm confused. Is she actually going poop or just pretending that she does, but then not actually going poop? No, she says she doesn't actually need to. She just wants them to think that she does, and then she gets off on it. Okay. The record was just over 30 minutes at a beauty salon. Halfway through the one, someone actually came and knocked on the door to make sure I was okay. From the other side of the door, while I was still sitting on the toilet, I had to apologize that I was taking so long. I know she's kicking her feet in there. She's like, I'm sorry, I'm taking so long. I'm going number 2. Please wrap it up. Like, someone outside probably does have to shit their pants. I had to apologize that I was taking so long and that I'd be out as soon as I could, but that I had the runs quite badly and would probably still be a while. And the fact that I needed another 15 minutes or so after they already thought I'd been there for too long gave me such a massive kick. You really don't know what people are up to. Like, you really don't. And actually, I'm gonna this is gonna piss me off the next time I'm like going to the bathroom needing to shit so badly, because for some reason the moment I get to the store, my body's like, well, let's take a shit here. And then when I go there and it's like a stall, like one stall to shit and there's someone in there, do I poop in my hands and put it into my purse? I carry a purse sometimes. I'm kind of gay. I'm going to start assuming that people don't actually have to shit. They're pretending. So then I'm just going to kick the door down and say, get the fuck out, because of her. Over the years, this has become a rather elaborate game, and there are rules to this game to make it better. Positioning of the bathroom relative to the people in the business is very important. It's less good if the bathroom is a long way in the back or out of sight, as having to ask a receptionist if I can use it and then seeing me go and come back again a very long time later, it's not so good. If I can access it without having to ask, because the idea is for them to know how long I'm in there. These things both score highly to give the best thrill. But the absolute best combination is a bathroom off the main reception area, preferably immediately opposite or next to the desk, where whoever I ask sees me, goes in, realizes that what I'm doing, and it becomes very obvious that I've been there much longer than I would have been expected. It's even better if the possibility to be overheard comes into play. You sound crazy. Like, what is going on? It's even better if the possibility to be overheard comes into play. And in that case, I actually have an audio file of sound effects that I play on my phone, which I've tested at home with my own bathroom door shut to make sure it sounds realistic, and it does. I'm just like imagining her like living her best dream in this bathroom, kicking her feet when like no one cares. The thought they can actually hear repeated bursts of loud plops spaced out over 10 minutes, often much longer. An overhearing scenario, I just like to give it about 10 to 15 minutes. It gives me such a thrill and actually makes my heart race. I have debated whether the game is better if they think I just need to pee and then realize for themselves after several minutes that I'm actually pooing. I'm just pretending. And I've been stuck in there for ages, or if I'm upfront to begin with, that I may need some time. Therefore, dropping a big hint that I don't need to pee. So I tried it out by going into a doctor's office. I thought they may be more sympathetic in saying that I was sorry, but I really need to use the toilet because I had a really bad stomach ache. And then diving into the loo for a good 15 minutes. The thrill that they knew what I had to do from the outside was huge. The other big thrill was staying in the loo for 15 minutes. They're British. Like, this person has to be British. The other big thrill was staying in the loo for 15 minutes, coming out, thanking the receptionist, walking out of the door, giving it 10 minutes, then running straight back in to do it again straight away. As if I thought I'd finished, but then I realized I hadn't. Or had the runs and needed to go urgently. Often the second time I'll stay in there a bit longer than normal. Maybe 22, 23 minutes instead of 15 to give the impression that it's really, really desperate. I'm not reading any more of this. There's like another 4 paragraphs. I understand what's going on. Do you like attention? I think you do. And honestly, this is pretty harmful. I mean, harmless. This is pretty harmful. This is pretty harmless, and like I think it's kind of funny, and I'm actually glad that this 53-year-old woman like gets excited about this, but it like also makes me think that she's like lonely and needs like time to like experience other things than pretending to poop because she likes the attention of people knowing that she's pooping. But at the end of the day, like, YOLO, make a prank channel out of it, get some money out of it, like go live. Go live and be like, I'm gonna go pee real quick, and then be gone a really long time, and then when you come back, everyone will be like, you took a shit, and then you get instant gratification, and then you probably get off on that. You'd get like it'd probably give you so much adrenaline that you would do it every day. But then people would start making like other accounts and being like, I think she's lying, like she gets off on this. I saw her Reddit post. These stories were out of this world, but like different. I thought it'd be like more basic, but weird. But a lot of these stories were very specific that I really believe them. I don't think anyone lied. And I fuck with stories that seem so crazy and don't feel like they just like was some random essay that a creative writer created. Now, that's my fetish. I'm addicted to Reddit stories that are real. Maybe I'll go stroke one. I don't know. I'm so drunk right now. I'm sorry. I really hope it doesn't get demonetized because I said nothing wrong. Maybe I'll go stroke one. If my fiance burps, I'm gonna start writing on it. Like I'm like writing it. I'm like, is this penis not like raw at this point? Just stop. Let me cook real quick. I'll be right back. Your fetish is me? You're weird as fuck. How much would you pay? Per hour or per minute? Fucking $1,000 a second? I'm not pretty. All right, this is the end of the video. I love you guys so much. I wanted to put the wig on because I haven't worn it in so fucking long and I feel like it amplifies the transition. And also I just look so girly pop and pretty and like, I don't know, you're fucking dumb. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming every single week and caring about what I have to say. I hope you guys are experiencing peace right now because most of the time y'all are going through it. Thank you so much. If you can afford the merch and you like the merch and you guys want like a cutesy little Stephanie tee, purchase it. If you don't and you want me dead, just say that. Thank you so much for showing up every week and letting me live this life. And I can't wait to see where this channel goes, what crazy stories we're gonna read. I love our new house. I love this new room. And it's because of you. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Reddit, everything linked down below, merch linked down below if you want merch. I love you.